My name's Anthony Jones. I'm a third year undergraduate student studying in Viola, and my professional placement was RNCM Young Violas, run by Lucy Nolan, as well as being tied with RNCM Young Strings, which was run by Sarah Crooks. So, coming to the end of this professional placement, it exceeded all of my expectations. One thing that surprised me about this professional placement was the amount of energy that was provided by the teacher so that the students could bounce off of it. Another aspect was the idea of how alert you had to be with all the children, knowing that they were safe where they were sitting, as well as knowing that they were all right and nothing was upsetting them in the class or outside of class. Also, what was surprising was the amount of fun as a teacher it was to teach students. It made it self-rewarding for students when they got exercises right, as well as for the teacher as they've achieved something for that student. Three aspects that helped me understand the work-related environment was the fact that with a large class it would be a big room, so you would need a big voice to project. However, it's a matter of adjusting your tone to know whether or not you're wanting to be authoritative with the students, to either teach them to sit down or to behave, or to be compassionate enough so that they admire, respect, and are enthusiastic to learn from you. Three things that didn't go to plan during my professional placement was the idea of tuning instruments for the first time, especially cellos and double basses. It was a new thing for me, but managed to at the very end of the placement. Another thing that didn't go to plan was when in certain sessions where I would be the only student helping around, it would be a matter of like stacking away or putting up all the chairs whilst children are all running around, or when having to hold heavy doors that they can't push themselves and not being able to be in more than one place because there were a few heavy doors in the buildings that we were learning in. Another aspect that was difficult at first was the idea that if certain students didn't have shoulder rests, they had sponges, but having to learn how to tie up a knot so it ties around the instrument was something new to me at first, but it's a skill I've learned now. On top of other skills, I've been able to know how more disciplined I can become with my time management, so I've got enough energy to provide for my students so that they can bounce off of, as well as being more authoritative with a large group of children, so that way I'm able to project more.